Hi, in this video I wanted to go over basic assembly and disassembly of your new Benelli Super Black Eagle 3 and go over one little hiccup that I had whenever I first tried doing this and share a little bit of how I fixed that. So this is a Super Black Eagle 3. It comes in this really nice hard plastic case. When you get it, of course, it'll have plastic sleeves for each of these. It's got this nice kind of burlap type texture inside. Comes with your standard Benelli oil choke tube set. These are actually really nice. 3 flush chokes, 2 extended chokes. The 2 extended chokes are IC and modified, as well as your full shim kit for adjusting cast and drop. So when you first get your shotgun, the first things that you're going to do are actually removing a couple of pieces here just to hold stuff together. So you'll remove this little knob on the charging handle. There's also a little red piece of rubber here to protect the bolt carrier from hitting this, because this will come with the bolt carrier forward. You remove that. You'll also remove the spacer here at the front. Okay, so the first things you're going to do after you remove these spacers, you're going to remove the forend off the gun. You're going to press the detent button here, rack this charge handle back, charge the handle back, remove the charge handle if you can. So this is actually a problem I had. I've been able to remove it a couple of times, but I couldn't initially, and I can't right now, so I'll show you how I worked around that. So what's very different about this is for assembly, you actually take the foregrip here and slide it onto the barrel first. So it's going to go from underneath into the ring there, and then you'll slide the whole assembly onto the gun. Now, if you could remove this charge handle, this would just slide straight back, no problem. But since I couldn't, you have to do another little, kind of have to jimmy it a little bit. So what I did is you bring the bolt forward, you start sliding it. So you separate the grip and the barrel just a bit, just so this piece can travel over the bolt handle. You bring it back together, and then you can slide it down, jimmy it down. You'll have to bring the bolt handle back. And then slide it into position, snug it up, and then attach the nut. You're good to go. So to disassemble it, you do the opposite, right? So take the nut off. You want to move this bolt carrier up. I like to use my thumb here and push forward on the receiver and barrel. This will come up. Separate this just a little bit. Slide it up over the top. Move the foregrip. And there you go. This bolt carrier is, as you probably know, this just slides out. Pretty easy. So you can clean this as you need to. You can actually take this down further. So I put the rest of the gun away for just a minute. We're going to go over taking apart the bolt itself. So you'll need to remove the handle. I was able to get it off just with a little bit of force. Finally got that out. So on the back here, you've got the firing pin. So you'll push this in, and you can pull this little button off. Now be careful when you release this because it's got a spring, right? So you pull out the firing pin and spring. Pull this forward, and flip it upside down, and this little pin will come out. That's what goes here. And then here, it feels like it's got a little stop. It's just a little spring detent, so you just pull and it comes out. So that's it. So now this is just the body itself with all the components here that you can wipe down and clean. These are, like I said, pretty brand new, so they're all very nice and clean so far. So assembly is just the opposite, right? You'll push this in, it pops in past that little detent. You'll slip this in there. It's got a little timing line, if you will, that you'll line up to just be straight with the bore there. Slide that in. You can actually look down the back end here where the firing pin would be. to confirm that it's aligned, and you'll be able to get your firing pin through. Again, be careful here because this it's going to be under some spring tension and it'll fly back at you. So you put the firing pin in, you push it down with your thumb, and then slide in this little detent button. You're good to go. Reattach the handle and reassemble your gun. So one other thing I wanted to cover is the first thing I had to do with this, since I'm a left-hand shooter, is actually change the shims and casts on the gun. So it's got some detailed instructions, and of course you've got a full shim and cast kit that come with it. You'll need a long extension, a socket wrench to be able to reach it. The very first thing you do is actually remove this butt pad, and there's no screws or anything, you just have to pull on it. So the best thing to do is just grab it from the bottom here and pull it out. So don't be afraid that you're going to break this. That's what I was thinking initially. I wasn't sure exactly how this worked. It's just it's a soft rubbery kind of pad, foam pad. It's got these little grooves on it here that'll help catch, and that's all that's holding it in place. So just grab onto the bottom end of it and just pull straight back out, and you're good to go. And then you do the opposite to reattach it, right? Start from the top, push back in, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, I've got a lot more videos coming up. I've got a full detailed review of the Benelli Super Black Eagle 3 that I'll be doing in the near future. So please subscribe, share, like, and comment on the video. Thank you.